Hey guys, and welcome, and this is Answering Your Questions, Part 2. And just so you know, I'm answering these from the oldest to the newest, so I'm going from the bottom to the top. This is Neil V. Who are your Asian role models and why? Neil, that's a really good question, because in the entertainment industry, there are very few actual role models for Asians. I think most Asian role models aren't in the United States. I think they actually come from overseas, because there aren't many in the United States. As a director, I really love Bong Joon-ho, who did Parasite. He did Snowpiercer. The guy is brilliant. I think he's super amazing. Have you thought about searching for your biological parents? That's a great question. The answer is yes and no. I have a friend, Josh, who's a Korean-American adoptee. His mom from Korea actually came and found him, and she began a relationship with him. But here's the thing. It put a little bit of strain on his relationship with his adopted parents. Now just try to imagine this. You adopt a child as a baby. You raise it as your own son or daughter. For all intents and purposes, this is your child. Then 20 years later, someone else comes in and kind of claims your child. It's gotta hurt. So even though my parents were always, hey, go find your biological parents if you want to, I never wanted to make them think that they weren't enough for me, that I was missing anything not knowing who my biological parents are. Because in reality, I think being a parent is more relational than it is biological. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you have someone in your life who's more of a parent to you than your actual parents are. I think it's more relational. But yes, in the back of my mind, I sort of do want to kind of know, because it would tell me a lot about myself, but I would do it sort of secretly. Have I been back to South Korea? Yes, and through the airport on my way to the Philippines, but I was never actually in Korea as far as looking around. I really want to go. How much of the language do I speak or understand? 0. Who is my biggest hero? Ooh, boy. I think anyone who actually acts selflessly in their life is a hero. I saw a movie a few years ago. It's called Hacksaw Ridge, directed by Mel Gibson. It's a true story about a man named Desmond Dawes who went into World War II. He didn't want to fight. He didn't carry a gun, and everyone made fun of him because who goes into war without a weapon? But he wanted to be a medic. And that man saved dozens and dozens of lives in one of the bloodiest insurgencies in the entire war without a weapon. He just saved lives when no one else would. That guy was a real hero, really touched me. If you want to be a hero in life, overcome great obstacles and do things for other people. Heroes aren't made, and this is a lesson for all of us, heroes aren't made from people who have it easy. If you want to be a hero, you have to overcome adversity and still succeed through your determination and your will and your heart. All of you can be heroes. Somebody out there needed to hear that. What is my ultimate goal that I'd like to achieve? I would just love to get some of these projects done and up and going, create more content for as far as TV and film goes, and I'd love to direct and have a chance to direct some of those. I'd love to direct a superhero movie. I think for everyone that would be super fun. For me, I'd love to direct a superhero film. When it's safe to travel again, where would you like to go on vacation? You know, it's a funny thing you say that, because me and my friends, when the prices are really cheap for flights, just 1 month ago, we were looking at trips to Japan to go to Tokyo, just to check it out. We hear it's an amazing city. Not doing it now, but I might like to look into flights to do that in a few months when everything lightens up. So Ellen Castillo, here's a follow-up. I didn't get to this question of yours. How many kids do I want in the future? I think 2 is a perfect number. I think having 1, it'd be good to have them to have a sibling to hang out with. So I think probably 2 is perfect, 2 or more. Will I make more videos on platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, etc.? No. No, I probably won't. I'm really focused on TV and film stuff right now, so I just don't have the time to do that kind of stuff. How do I see myself in 10 years? Well, in 10 years, hopefully I have a house and some kids, and I have several more of my TV and film projects been made. Currently I have 3 films that have already been produced and 2 projects which have been, TV pilots which have been optioned. I hope that I'll have a lot more. Grace Caroline, you mentioned that your dad has Bell's palsy. Can you tell me how he's doing, or did he fully recover? It's a very difficult thing initially to have. It's very shocking. Let me know how he's doing, because it's difficult. So this is from Gabriel Lopez, and Gabriel asks, on the topic of K-pop videos, would you ever see your self-directing one in the future if a company ever approached you to take that role? Yeah. That would be amazing. I think that would be such a cool thing. I feel like it would be a boot camp in a way, because it's pushed so what happens in Korea, they don't have the unions that they have here in the United States, and there's a certain amount of time we're allowed to film for according to union and union wages and stuff. In Korea, they don't have any of that. So what they do is they just push people really hard. You can work super, super long days. I think it would be an amazing boot camp to go do that stuff, and to get a chance just to be part of really that culture and something that's so strongly that culture. Anything you can do like that would be fantastic. I think it'd be a blast. Natalie Olmstead, we need to find and murder the CEO who rejected me as a solo artist 10 years ago. Yeah, that was, I guess I'll tell you the name. I probably shouldn't tell you the name of the company. I mean, I get it. She just didn't think there was a market for Asian Americans in the media and in the industry, and I get it. It's not really her fault. Though she could have been the first and helped out. That would have been awesome. And also, Gabriel says he's currently working at home due to COVID-19, but his family, coworkers, and friends seem to be doing well under the temporary stay-at-home order. So, man, please be safe, and thank you for chiming in, and I hope you guys are doing all right. I think we'll probably get all past this pretty soon. Seems like the curve might be flattening out a little bit. That's the most important thing, is our own health. So, hey, prayers to you, man. And I think that's all the questions. If I missed one, I'm sorry, forgive me, but yeah. That was really fun. So thanks for asking, guys. It was a fun time. Appreciate you chiming in and being a part of my life. So for part 2 of Ask Me Anything, guys, it's a wrap.